Hello, guys. An impromptu on this one. I just thought I'd come on and celebrate with you all. And relax, Bernard, says Dean. Yep, I can. I didn't even know it kicked off. I thought it kicked off at 8 o'clock. I didn't even know. I was watching telly. I have no idea. I wasn't even watching. What was the score? I don't even know what the score was. I up Sergio, or is it Tex? I'm not too sure. Is it Sergio or Tex? Champions. Fantastic, mate. What can we say? 2-1. Who scored the goals, lads? I mean, I have no idea. As I said, I didn't even know. I thought it kicked off at 8 o'clock. Smile, Bernard. I am smiling. I just thought I'd come on and at least if someone was on just to share it with, or just my lad WhatsApp me Rocky doing his dance at the top of the steps, but that was the first thing I knew. I didn't even realize United were playing at this time. Tony calls you Tex, Sergio. Yeah, Terence. There we go. Oh, that's good. That's a better. Is that your Sunday name, Serge? Terence. Yeah, I might have to call you Tex now, Sergio. With that, he was telling me about the South American flag that the obviously that vlogger did the other day, which obviously you were involved in. Well, It doesn't matter now, Dean, does it? Don't be cruel on Liverpool. I don't care. I'm not that bothered really about Liverpool. To be honest with you, I think job's done now, isn't it, guys? I was a bit more worried about this. Always been called Terence. I think it's a great name, Terence. It's not a name that comes to mind. About Terry. Does anyone call you Terry? So who scored the goals? How did it go? Was it 1-0, 1-1, 2-1? How did the goals go? Did you all watch it? Did you actually all watch it? As I said, what time did it kick off? 6 o'clock? I mean, I don't even know. I was watching something about abortion. That's totally off the wall, isn't it? But there you go. Luke, good lad. Hello, Luke. Just an impromptu one today. Just thought nice to share it with someone, isn't it? It's nice to be, we're all sat there and it's got no one to share these good moments with, have we? Yeah, I'll call you Terry then, Serge. No, I would never watch them. Don't blame you, mate. 1 Leicester, then 1-1, then 2-1 of that. Iheanacho didn't score, did he? Iheanacho. Cheers, Abu. Well done, Man City. Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll show that one, Abu. There we go. Let's put that on. Well done, Man City. Yeah, smashing. What can we say, guys? Hey, I'm relaxed now at last. I can sleep tonight. I'm not in work tomorrow, so I might even open a beer later on. No, therefore. 1 Leicester, 2-1, of course. No, therefore. Yeah. Did they play full teams? Did United play a weakened team? Is that what we're going to get now? Did they play a weakened team thinking about Liverpool? Sound very good, me. I'll say I have no idea. I have no idea at all about this at all. What happened or when it happened or anything like that. So that's what 4 in 5 years, is it? Or 3 and 4, 4 in 5? Bruno. Did they get a penalty? Luke? Hi, T-Mac. You all right, mate? Absolutely brilliant. Super. As I say, I might even open a beer later now. I'm not in work tomorrow. 3 and 4, right, okay. Sergio needs 8 goals now in 3 games to get past Andy Cole. That's not going to happen, mate, is it? Dean, is it? It's not going to happen. It's all the Dean. 3 and 4. I think we'll take that, won't we? 3 and 4. How's Alex Ferguson tonight? Is he all right? Did they show any pictures of Alex Ferguson? Anyone? Have you seen where he's hiding or anything like that? No, Luke. Okay. Well, good grief. I don't know. All this you're all pessimistic, not like me. I was up for it all the time. I knew it was going to happen. I was confident that we were going to get beat. Put that down so you can see my ugly face a bit more. 5 in 10's not bad, is it, mate? I think Chelsea, have we won the same number of trophies as in Chelsea? Fergie's hitting the bottle. He's always hitting the bottle, T-Mac. He's never, with that big red nose, he's always hitting the bottle, isn't he? Let's be honest about it. It's a shame. Are we all having a drink tonight then? Are all you guys having a drink as well tonight? Did you all get in for your ballot? Did the guys who can get in for the ballots, have you all got in for your ballots? Leicester, I hope they do, Luke. I hope Leicester do win the FA Cup. I mean, it's got you don't have to change the ribbons anyway, do they? Keep the dark blue ribbons, whatever happens. But yeah, so has any of you guys gone in for the ballot? I've been on it since. Been on the sauce. It's got to be a late night. It's got to be a late night, Terry. They are Terry. I remember to call you. Do you mind, Terry? Is that all right, Terry? The Wreck United team costs more than else, 23 million more, I heard. All right. Leicester City team, right? Okay. The weakened United team. Yeah, is that what it was tonight? Yeah. Did they get a penalty? Did you say they got a penalty? Yeah. Cheers, Terry. Sergio, I better call you Sergio because no one will know who I'm talking to on here, mate. So I'll call you Sergio. Yeah, I spoke to StreamYard today, and he said the only thing is he might not be your equipment. It might be you need an Ethernet cable, but I can't do that because I record upstairs and it's Wi-Fi, so I don't have a cable that stretches from my router to my bedroom upstairs and the back office upstairs, unfortunately. Cheers, Lassiel Blue. Very good. Congratulations to all Sky Blues. Absolutely fantastic. I think that has to be on the screen, Lassiel. Lassiel Blue. That has to be up there, I think. Next year will be hard league to win the Dean. Well, it will be. Yeah, it will be unless we strengthen. We haven't got a big enough squad. I did not think Leicester City would beat them tonight, but thanks to Leicester doing us fair. Was it a good game, Michael? Was it an interesting game? I hope Liverpool. Well, it could happen now. They could collapse in a heap now. United. They've got nothing left, have they? Really? Let's be honest about it. They've got no real things to go for as such, have they? All right, they can just save themselves for the Europa losers final now, can't they? They can have a go at that, I suppose. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Champion is all. I just hope I get a ticket for this Everton game now. I just hope. Sadly, my lad's a bit poorly, so he won't be able to go. But I've put in for myself anyway, so hopefully everything will be fine. Anything on have we heard anything on this Champions League final yet, guys? Have we anything further on it? Anything? Done, as I say, I've been working and I've just had my tea, then I just watched something on telly, then all this kicked off, so I've not really been looking at anything. Emery's a serial. Well, yeah, he's yeah, he took the mick of Arsenal, didn't he? Which was quite funny, wasn't it? But there you go. Let's hope he does. I mean, all right, if they win it, they've won it before, haven't they? I think they win it a few years back. United won the European Losers League, but yeah, I mean, it's not really a major trophy in my eyes. T-Mac, we finished strongly, cap it all off. Well, that's what you need to do now, T-Mac. I mean, it now switches to the fact that he's not going to play a weakened team every game now, is he? He's going to keep things ticking over, so he wants his best players out there. So it'd be interesting to see what team he does play now. I'll do my preview of the Newcastle game tomorrow, and I'll have a think on what he might go with for that one, because he's got to keep them ticking over and match savvy, haven't we? We've got to get him on match fitness, etc., etc. But yeah, I mean, Peter, I can still see. I think. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do. Jose's for in 2017, Sergio. Yeah, that was when they won the. Who did they beat in the final? I can't remember now. Well, if it's in Portugal, it'd be interesting that the game, won't it? I mean, presumably we'd be stuck for only a few thousand tickets again, though. So there's not much chance of me getting one if a lot of people are going, because I've only got about 7,000 points, so I'm not going to get anywhere near, as far as I'm concerned, for tickets for that. But it'd be nice to think that perhaps a few people will drop out, and you never know. And I've got my pass, as I said, I got my passport. I only applied 2 weeks ago, and I got it a couple of days ago. So I'm quite happy about that. I'm legal again now. I think they'll underestimate Villarreal. Are they good? Where are they in the Spanish league, T-Mac? Are they well up? Michael, I did not see the game, just saw it on Race City Fan TV. Oh, we had a watch along, all right. As I say, I thought they kicked off at 8 o'clock, mate. I didn't even know till I got a WhatsApp off my lad. Yeah, I am, Mike. We've got a league and League Cup double. So yeah, we've done it before, so let's go on better. How come only 7? There's just because I don't get to away games, Dean, and I've obviously over the years, sometimes I've had season cards, sometimes I haven't because of work and personal commitments. I couldn't always get to them. I saw most of my games away from home before all this ticket point thing came into being. So, obviously I've not done as much since then with the work and stuff like that. So, as I say, I only usually get them for Wembley, of course, but I don't go to get to many away games because of, I've not had the money for the last few years, but I'm okay now. So as soon as we start going again, I'm going to try and get to as many as I can away from home again. Made more sense to hold it at Villa Park. It does team out, yeah, but again, I don't. UEFA probably think it's not a big enough venue. You know what they're like. They won't like that. They're around 56. Well, yeah, I think United should beat them, though, team-at, to be honest with you. They seem like a side who can defend well, as long as they don't give any penalties away. I suppose that's all we can sort of ask. Yeah, Spurs, but why should we have to travel all that way? We couldn't really have it at Old Trafford because it's a dump, isn't it? But Millennium Stadium, I would have liked to just have it in Millennium Stadium. Then he could have had up to 10,000 fans, couldn't we, in Millennium Stadium? So 1,000 each and 8,000 for UEFA's hangers on, something like that. That's. I've not been to West Ham yet, Sergio, either, so I won't mind that. I've just had a season 1672 and there are 20 years or more points. Well, there you go, the Dean. As I said, I've missed it. It's like when we moved to the Etihad, I was there for 3 or 4 years, and then when Mark Hughes was still knocking around, I'd lost my business and marriage and God knows what. So life happens sometimes, doesn't it? Life happens, and obviously it's those ups and downs in life. I used to, when I worked for myself, I used to work 24/7, so it was hard to get to games, and I've literally worked for myself for the last 30, 40 years on and off. So it's always hard, isn't it? But I make the effort now. So happy for our brilliant supporters, says Mike. Supporters, says Michael. Whatever the rest we say, we have. Yeah, of course we do, Michael. We have a few idiots, but however people question City fans' loyalties beyond me. It's just you can't do that. You can't question ever City fans' loyalty for what we went through. So it's just people who don't know anything. Basically, they don't know anything. Never thought of them like, yeah, T-Mac. I did say that the other day. I thought that was because I don't think they've got. I know Wembley's got the playoffs, hasn't it, on that day? But I know Millennium. I don't think the Millennium Stadium's got anything planned there. People going on about Hampden Park, even. All right, but it's even that's not a disaster. But you get the Chelsea fans whinging about it. But tough luck. How much travel does Northern fans have to travel year in year out going down to Wembley? So tough. You know what I mean? It shouldn't even worry us. Players tweeting now. Let's go. Smashing you. You're watching that, the Dean, yeah. So that'll be good. There'll be a few fans turning up now, won't there, for outside the Etihad. You lot should be down there now. I'm too old to be going and doing all this now, but you lot should be on the trams getting there. Well, not some of you live in the Wirral and wherever. Yeah, I don't mind T-Mac. Wembley do for me. I don't. As I said, the chance of us getting tickets are certainly at my level of points, but I'm hoping they'll do something. I was hoping for big screens at the Etihad or something like that. We can get a few thousand in there to watch some big screens at the Etihad ground. Because I've been to a few of these at the City Square over the years, like the European games and the cup finals and stuff, and I've not been able to get to a match. But it'd be nice to have it on screens in the Etihad, wouldn't it? I went to that Brighton one a couple of years ago. Anyone there at the Etihad for that one? I went to that one. I wouldn't drive at the moment. No, because you'd be on the bases dinner time, mate. So, yeah, you probably wouldn't. Hampden Park, I've never been to... I've been to Glasgow, but I've never been to Hampden Park. Hi, Chris. How you doing, mate? Good evening, mate. Well deserved. Oh, cheers, cheers, Chris. Told United will play a weak team. Well, I believe they did, Chris. Yeah, I've not seen the team. Just saying, Chris, I didn't even know the match was on. The first thing I knew was when my lad texted me a champions, WhatsApp me a champions message. I thought it kicked off at 8 o'clock. So it's a nice, pleasant surprise. I wasn't too stressed over it. So that was nice. Not to stress. So I just thought I'd come on and just see who was on and have a bit of a share anyway. Yeah. Cheers, Chris, mate. Much appreciated. At least it's a few of us can relax now. A few of the legacy fans, especially, can sort of relax now. Who do we beat the final quarter in the FA Cup? Everton, Nadeem. Why? Everton. I went to all the rounds that season. I went to every single match, like Peterborough away, wasn't it? I went to that one. That 81 season. Nearly got attacked with a Stanley knife at Peterborough away in 1981. So there you go. Top four done for us now, in my opinion. It's going to be hard, Chris, isn't it, mate? I mean, I know it can still be done, but get United beat anyway, and you never know, do you? You might see what happens. Everton and then Ipswich, it certainly was. I mean, that Villa Park, it's a great venue, and I like Villa Park. I don't particularly like the fans, but I like Villa Park as a venue because it just still looks like an old-fashioned English ground, doesn't it? That's what I like about Villa Park. It still sort of has that sort of feel to it. And we played that Community Shield. Did any of you guys go to that Community Shield when we played at Villa Park? That was a cracking game, cracking atmosphere. Loads of City fans all over the place. And I don't think Chelsea sold the tickets out for that one, even though because they had to travel, the poor buggers. But it was a great, one of the best Community Shields I've ever been to. That one, I think. Villa Park. How many years ago was that? 6 years? 5, 6 years? Yeah, 3-2. Yeah, we slaughtered them, and then they came back into it like they tended to do. We seem to do that in those days. We seem to be well on top for like 60% of the game, and then the other teams tended to come back into it at some stage. 2012 T-Mac, was it as long ago as that? It doesn't feel like 9 years ago. Just time flies. 9 years, flipping heck. Hey, I was only 53 then. I was only a spring chicken. Yeah, it was good. Very good. Enjoyed it. Smashing. Right. I'll only come on to congratulate us all. So I'm not going to stay on long. We wore the maroon kit. They did. I've still got images of that somewhere, T-Mac, as well. And I'm sure the other guys on the other sites will be doing something special. I'm sure there'll all be City Fan TV and the Steam Company will probably be coming on later on, won't they? Maroon. How do you spell maroon? Maroon. T-Mac. Maroon. That's maroon, not maroon. Bit like this shirt. This hoodie. Lost all hope of top four now. It's officially done for me. Only get ourselves to blame. Embarrassing and shambles. Chris, it is what it is, mate. It's just one of those things. It's sometimes seasons things don't quite go right, do they? Let's be honest about it. It's just one of those things. I mean, you'll pick up next season. You'll be all right next season. It's just write it off. It's when it gets to this stage, you just say, "Oh, sod it," and that's all you can say, isn't it, mate? But there you go. I mean, Chris, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing with not caring about it when it's not gone great, which it hasn't. What a great goal by Paul Power in that Everton. It was a fantastic goal. I mean, he didn't score that many. That was great. Don't blame the keypad, T-Mac. Don't blame the keypad for your bad spelling. All he's making excuses. Oh, bless. Call me Ben. How's Call Me Ben? How are you, mate? Nice to see you, Luke, as well. Ollie's making excuses. Yeah, as I say, it's only a sort of ad hoc live thing, guys. As I say, I didn't really plan on this. I just wanted to share the happiness with anyone that came on, basically, because I'm just sat here. My good lady's watching telly upstairs, and she doesn't give a toss, so I can't share it with her. So there you go. Yeah, I'm great. Call me Ben. I was happy now. Happy, Call Me Ben. I was getting a bit stressed because I'm an old City fan. I'm never happy until the points are in the bag. I do panic a little bit that we're going to make a mess of things. So there you go. I'm not usually bad at spelling. Yes, I believe you, T-Mac. Getting a bit dark now. I haven't got my lights on. They like me pictures, not my usual city pictures, are they? There you go. Family pictures. Bit boring. I was going to put a city top on, but I couldn't be bothered. They're hanging up upstairs in me man cave. Leicester deserves top 4. Yeah, they played well, Leicester, Chris. Yeah, they done well. I mean, they bottled it last year, didn't they? Let's be honest about it. But it don't matter, Chris. I mean, if you're going to go down, Chris, at least just go down. I mean, don't, just have it so that, you didn't want. I mean, you don't want the Europa League anyway. So it gives you a free rein next season, doesn't it? Get your players back, get your injuries out of the way, then you're back for a good season again. Get a couple of purchases done. You still got money. I mean, there's still money coming in. Spurs can't catch Leicester now, so is that the top 3? So who's in the fourth spot then? It's still Chelsea, I assume, are the favourites, aren't they, for the 4th spot? And obviously. But there you go. Chris, you'll be fine, mate. Don't you worry. You'll come back next season. Don't worry. You got your fans. You hopefully have the fans back as well, which will help. And you've missed, I think, Liverpool more than perhaps anyone, even though we do have a laugh about the so-called atmosphere, because, we do have a bit of fun about it, but it does make an influence, I think, at Anfield, certainly for Liverpool, and it certainly affects the opponents as well. I think it affects goalkeepers, put it that way. I think they get a bit nervy. I don't know why in this day and age, but I think you will gain again next year. Still got money for Europa League next season. Klopp will want to be in Europe. Yeah, well, why not? I mean, yeah, but it's just the pain in the bum of starting early, isn't it? In all the games, that's the only thing. But it's you don't want to play too little, but you don't want to play too much. But there's no in between now, is there? I don't think in football as it is. Between Chelsea, West Ham, and I know Cal's not on tonight, is he? But I can't see Everton doing it, to be honest with you. Chelsea and West Ham, but would you bet against Chelsea now? I probably wouldn't. They might rest some players, I suppose, but. West Ham have got a habit of blowing up, haven't they? The blowing bubbles. They get an habit of blowing up as well, unfortunately. But we'll have to see what they do. Yeah, Chris, it's a name. It doesn't matter, does it? It's like, of course you've got, it's the name of Liverpool. It's still going to attract people. Hi, Big Morgan, mate. How are you? Yeah, it's just an impromptu one, mate. Just with what happened, I thought I'd come on and celebrate. Yeah, I'd like West Ham to do it as well, T-Mac. Just bear with me just a sec. Just put the light on so I can see. I just put the big light on just to see what it's like. Yeah, West Ham. Yeah, I love West Ham, but I think Chelsea have perhaps got too many points in hand, haven't they, at the moment, for West Ham to get up there for 4th. Yeah, Big Morgan, I was saying I didn't even know they were playing at 6. I thought they were playing at 8 o'clock, mate. So I didn't even know till my lad WhatsApped me and told me that. He didn't tell me anything. He just sent me a gif of Rocky at the top of the steps in Philadelphia in Rocky 1, Stallone. So I assumed it had been obviously it was good news. So that was all he WhatsApped me. He didn't WhatsApp me anything else. Just that gif of Rocky. So I thought, what the hell's going on here? And then obviously I went on Twitter and saw a couple of Championis written on Twitter. So I knew it happened. Raheem Sterling, he's top of the league. We need a proper Fernandinho's supposed to be staying, guys, isn't he? So that's good news. They're on about him staying for another year. Don't know how true that is. Chris, 7th, 8th, 9th, getting Europa Conference next season. The Europa Conference, that's a good name, Chris. I just call it the Europa Losers League, but there you go. Hi, Bernard. Cheers, Thomas, mate, on winning the league. Bad loss for us. Well, it is what it is, mate. It doesn't matter, does it? At the end of the day, it's these things happen. It doesn't really matter. It's football at the end of the day. And there you go. Cheers, Thomas. Anyway, mate. Yeah, just get him that attracting players, Chris. Yeah, of course you can. I mean, Liverpool will always be a name, even when they haven't won the league for God knows how many years. It's still a name, isn't it? At the end of the day, you get a good manager and you've got your name. You can always attract players. Off you go. All right, you might have to offer them a few quid, but that's how it is. T-Mac, yeah, Fernandinho's great, but who'll replace him? Well, T-Mac, I think you have to change your style of your team, unfortunately, unless you get, you do find another defensive midfielder like Fernandinho. But I think he's become more appreciated, hasn't he, in the last few years. I think we've appreciated what Fernandinho's done for us certainly the last couple of years. We go through phases of sort of ignoring what he does, but we just realise how much we have missed him when he's not been able to play. Rodri, no, I'm not. I'll be honest with you, T-Mac. I'm not the biggest Rodri fan, to be honest with you. I'm not overly impressed. I know people tell me that he does these certain things, but I watch every game and I'm never overly impressed with him. He's either good or bad, no in the middle. I just think he's a big galoot, and he just lumbers about the pitch half the time. He just doesn't inspire me, to be honest with you. 3 games a week, tough season. Pep said, yeah, well, there you go, Morgan. He was right once. He was all right to play these weakened teams. He knows what he's doing. We had points in the bag. He was confident, but I'll never change. I'll tell you what, mate. I'm one of these guys. Literally, we can be 3-0 up with 5 minutes to play, and I still think we'll get beaten even now, and that's just ingrained in me. So it's never going to change. I'm never going to think that. But I mean, even if say United had drawn tonight, I would have still be thinking, they can catch up on goal difference. With a couple of games left, they can score 14 goals. I still think things like that. So that's just in my makeup. And I think a lot. I think Dave Wallace is a similar. You all know Dave Wallace. I think he comments the same. I think he's of a similar breed to me of City fans. But there you go. Happy days. Champions. Cityitis, we all have it. We do, Morgan. We all have it. Cityitis. It's like ballitis. Say Sterling's got ballitis. We've got cityitis, where we can't get over it. But I tell you what, I feel a bit more confident to look forward to the Champions League now. I was panicking a little bit, obviously, with we hadn't put this league to bed, so I was beginning to not panic, but I was beginning to worry as games run out. But I'm sort of more looking forward to the Champions League now. We can find out where it is and whether anyone can go to it. That'll be fantastic. But I think I'm all watching forward to that. Michael, which City player was in the Chelsea squad in the 2012 FA Community Shield against us at question for all the blue in chat? I have the programme from the game. So which player was in the Chelsea squad? 2012 Community Shield. Was he a blue after he went from Chelsea, or did he go to Chelsea from City? I was worried, says T-Mac, because United not only have 11 players on the pitch, they have a referee, 2 linesmen and VAR. Well, you are playing. You always used to play 12 men when you played United, anyway. But it's probably about 14 or 15 now, as you say, isn't it? That's the thing. But hey, no credit. Let me just sort of say about United. I've just been quite impressed at the fact they can. I'd love to. They can always go goals down and then come back into it. I'm just quite amazed at how all they can get that. But they've got some okay players, haven't they? Got some good players, and they'll be confident next season. I think they'll be confident of giving City a good run next season, and Liverpool and who else? Chelsea. I mean, let's face it: Liverpool, Chelsea, City, and United. There's 4 of your favourites for next season straight away, isn't it? And certainly depending on how much anyone's strengthened. Although I don't think there'll be a lot of strengthening, obviously, this close season because of the finances and stuff of all the clubs, not just specific clubs. So, but those 4 teams now, obviously, I think it's going to be very, very interesting. I'm not going to predict City will win it again, that's for sure. But we'll see how the next 2 weeks go for City. Then I might make some bolder predictions, I think. Yeah, T-Mac, I think Liverpool will. They can. I think everything's gone against them this year, and I don't think it will particularly go against them next year once they get the players back. And I think it's a kick up the arse for a minute. I mean, Chris is here now. It's a kick up the arse for Liverpool to get to do better next season. Not to sit on the laurels and go from here. You left Chelsea to play in Germany, Michael. No, I don't know, mate. I'm useless at that sort of thing. No one else is coming up with the answer, mate. You're gonna have to tell us, mate. Playing Germany. I'll say, well, once you leave England, I lose track of these players. Was he at City long? Daniel Sturridge? Daniel Sturridge, T-Mac says. Is that right, Michael? Daniel Sturridge? He's probably injured. Go on, Michael. Was it Sturridge? I'm not going to go. If it was in my office now, I could just get the program and look at it, but I can't be bothered going upstairs. And then Kane to us, my favourite City 1-0. Okay, Kevin De Bruyne, flipping heck, hey. Well done, Michael. I totally didn't realise that he was in the on the team sheet. When I do my little look backs, I don't think I've ever done the Community Shield against Chelsea, but that's the sort of thing I would have picked up upon. I knew one of Daniel's cousins. There we go. Where's Sturridge now? Where's he at now? The only one came. Well, let's hope we can give him a couple of games. I hope he's not going to rest him now between now and the end of the season for the Champions League. I hope he's going to play in a couple of matches. Brighton are a good. Brighton's a good game actually because they're a good footballing team, aren't they, Brighton? So perhaps get the best team out for the Brighton game, and then sort of rest players and switch around for the Everton game, the last game of the season. What do you think, guys? Do you think that's what Pep will plan to do now and put sort of a B team out against Newcastle? Do you think? And then obviously put a good team out against Brighton who like to play football. So we're not going to get kicked to bugger here, I don't think, at Brighton. Hopefully not, anyway. And then obviously play a switcheroo against Everton. I don't think Everton are going to kick us to death either. But I mean, they are a physical team. I still want to beat them down. You do, Chris. You get beat. I mean, it's always good to beat United. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're 8th in the league, 9th in the league, or top of the league. It's always good to beat United. Anyways, get the noses rubbed in it because their heads will be down now. So you just want to give it them. And Liverpool have been on a reasonable run, haven't they? So why not? Yeah, T-Mac agrees. He hopes you do, Chris. Absolutely. So, yeah, so do you agree with that team, lads? A sort of B team for Newcastle, a good team for Brighton, and then a half and half for the Everton game. Or do you think we should play the best team against Everton just before? But I mean, I don't think he will. Not before, not with 6 days before the Champions League final. I thought he might be taking them to Portugal for 3 or 4 days of training anyway, something like that before the Champions League final. If there's no restrictions, that seems a reasonable idea. But if the final's going to be in Portugal, that would be ideal, wouldn't it? They could just go there and train before, 3 or 4 days before the final. Lucky buggers. Be a bit warmer than here. It's been freezing today. I just had my house coat. I took to take my house coat off as well as downstairs watching the telly. Blackpool, how you doing, mate? Yep, nice to see you, mate. I didn't even know Blackpool. I didn't even know they were playing at 6 o'clock. I thought they were playing at 8 o'clock, but hey, there you go. Doesn't matter. I wasn't stressing over it then. Yeah, I think he has, Chris. I think he would. That's what I'm saying. I think he'll play a strong team against Brighton because I think Brighton like to play football, so that'll suit us. And I think he'd play a bit of an higgledy-piggledy one against Newcastle and Everton, to be honest with you. I think he'll give a run out against it. I think some of the big players will get, say, a subs and get on for 20 minutes or something like that at the Everton game just to keep them ticking over. But I think that's what he'll do now. I mean, you can sort of chill out and fully concentrate really on the Champions League and drill it into these players now between now and the Champions League final because I was saying, obviously, last night once I'll be gutted now if we don't win that Champions League final. So, B team for Friday. I think nice to see a new route. Yeah, this is me downstairs, Michael. This is just an ad hoc thing. As I say, I wasn't my young lady's watching a bit of telly in bed. She goes to bed early. I used to go to bed early, but obviously I'm not up tomorrow, so I'm all right. So this is me living room. Very posh, very posh. There you go, look. No copyright issues, look. Eh? Yeah, my good lady keeps it nice and tidy. She's very house proud, so it's not scruffy as my city as my city office where I do all my vlogs. Yep. Chris Welch, hope you win the Champions League. I can't stand Chelsea fans. Well, I hope we do, Chris, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you. Blackpool Blu-ray, Bobby Charlton, Alex Ferguson, George Best, Wayne Rooney, Eric Cantona. Your boys took a beating tonight. They took one hell of a beating. Maybe strongest against. T-Mac. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Not particularly strong against Newcastle. The strongest lineup against Brighton just to keep them ticking over, and then a mishmash for the Everton last game of the season. Although it would be nice to not get beaten, that wouldn't it? There you go. Yeah, T-Mac, do you like that? I mean, I'm quite tidy, actually. I've lived on my own and stuff. I'm usually pretty tidy, but she has all the little bits and pieces I wouldn't have. It's like we have a colour coordinated bathroom, and I can't use certain towels because they're colour coordinated. So I get in trouble if I use a certain towel. But there you go. I'm going to have one in a bit, Morgan. I'm just going to have a little beer later on. I'm not in work tomorrow, so I'm going to have a beer later on. But I just wanted to come on here and just at least have a chat to some fellow City fans and football fans like Chris, etc. Just rather than sit on Twitter and just look at all the tweets, etc., etc. So. Yeah, I'll leave me celebrating until the. Having said that, I can't celebrate too much if I get to the Everton game because I'm in work the next day. But at least I'm sure I'll have a couple. Just open another. Oh no, yeah, Sergio's on to his 10th bottle. I think Morgan at the moment. I think he's going for a world record. I think. There's no other football tonight, is there? There's no 8 o'clock kickoffs, was there? Was there an 8 o'clock kickoff? 5th, oh, well, yeah. Yeah, well, I believe you, Sergio. I believe you. Millions wouldn't, but I believe you. What are you drinking? Is it champagne or White Lightning? Grow a pair, but no, I can't, mate. I'm too old now. I get weary. I'm tired now. They are 500. But bet the litre bottles, Sergio. Don't lie. Southampton versus Palace. Oh well, that'll be all right. Let's be sure we're all right. Southampton playing some nice football. Palace are okay away from home, so that should be all right. What am I growing a pair of anyway? I don't know. I could do some new eyes. My eyes are rubbish. I don't know about anything else. If you ever see me in the matches, I usually wear lenses when I go to the matches. I don't usually wear my glasses, but I did at Wembley for half of it. But then I put my lenses in when we got to Wembley. Yeah, you enjoyed the night, Sergio. Yeah, best bitter. I tell you what, Sergio, I always used to drink bitter, but I always used to get really bad headaches, so I just knocked it on the head. But I did like bitter when I used to go to the pubs when I was about 16 years old. I used to drink bitter all the time, and then after I ended up on went to mild. Remember mild? If you're up in the north, pair of. But all right, Morgan, don't pick on me. Leave me alone. No binge watching tonight. Berners says Blackpool crack a few bottles open. Yeah, well, I'm gonna watch a Fawlty Towers when I come off here, and then I might watch. I don't know what I'll watch then. I've been watching Fargo, the new series of Fargo. I've watched about 3 episodes of that, so I'll catch up with that on all 4. It's on all 4 at the moment, so I'll be doing that. T-Mac, drank mild as a kid. Yes, Sergio, I quite like mild. I used to like mild. Or is it called where you had mild and bitter? I don't know what that was called. That was called something, wasn't it? I've just been watching some old great TV, Boys from the Black stuff. Oh, T-Mac, that's just classic, isn't it? I mean, acting's not great, but it's just quality stuff. I'll tell you what I watched yesterday. That Wrath of Man with Jason Statham, his new one with Guy Ritchie's film. That was very good. Bit basic, but very good. Brought up in a pub, Sergio. There you go. My daughter's husband, his family were always landlords, pub landlords. He used to have pubs in Gorton and all around the place. But yeah, it's not a bad life, is it? Guinness Draft, Big Morgan. Yeah, Guinness. I like Guinness. I like Guinness. Used to drink Guinness sometimes. It was cold mixed in though. Yeah, I think it was Sergio mixed. Yeah, pint of mixed. Yeah, spot on, mate. That was what we used to ask for. Pint of mixed in the pub. I used to go in the White Lion in Withington. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of that one in the old days. Great TV burner. Cheers, Michael, mate. Yeah, pint of mixed. Have a pint of mixed. Quality. The old White Lion, and you used to have the Red Lion, we used to have the Golden Lion, all within about half a mile of each other, in Withington and towards Disbury way. Used to go to cricket school behind the Golden Lion in sort of, I don't know what's classed as. Is it Withington or Disbury? I'm not too sure what it's classed as, but the Golden Lion. Can't beat the old school boozers. There's not many left now, T-Mac, is there? It was the first pub I took my ex-wife before Stoke in 76. Which one, mate? Which pub was that? I remember going on a date. I remember taking a girl on a date from work when I worked in Manchester and taking her to Yates's. She wasn't very impressed. I don't know why. A miserable bugger. I don't think we went out much. The Dog's Bollocks Blackpool. There you go. Plenty of good pubs still. The White Lion, well, there, Sergio. I used to win a few quid actually. I used to play darts like when I was about 16, and the place always got raided, and they never picked on me. I don't know why, because I was never old looking. I always looked young anyway. But because I used to be sort of not hiding in the corner, I think I got away with it. I think they were always after people sort of sat around keeping quiet, and I was used to be playing darts or cards, and I was sort of with the other guys. So I think I got away with it because of that, because I was a bit out there, you know what I mean? I wasn't hiding away such a thing. Which pub or which wife? I've only had one wife, I must admit. I've got a fiance now, but that's whether that'll ever be. I'm not going to say too much. Yeah, so I've only ever had one wife, but there you go. The Pepper Hill used to be around the corner from my uncle's. The Pepper Hill, I've not heard of that one, T-Mac. The Pepper Hill. Anyone watching Sky? Are there any mass fans outside the Etihad, or is there anyone there? Is there anybody there? We should be getting congratulations from Vinny and Zabaleta and all that lot, really, shouldn't we? Moss Side, flipping out, yeah. I lived in Hume for 2 weeks, T-Mac. Those flats in Hume, remember the old flats? With a mate when I sort of split from the wife very early in our marriage, just for a couple of weeks, and we came home once back to the flat. We used to work together, and this guy was legging off with his bloody telly out of his apartment, sort of thing. And he just threw it over the side when we shouted at him like to stop, and he just legged it, and that was it. But that's 2 weeks in Hume. That was it was interesting. It was very interesting. I didn't mind. I mean, trouble is he used to have his girlfriend staying over, and the walls weren't very thick, and it was a night, and obviously I split from my wife, so I wasn't in the greatest mood anyway. And he's I could hear them two at it next in the next bedroom. It was a very depressing 2 weeks, I must admit. I was glad to get back with the wife after that. Piles of dust, yeah. Well, Big Mo, you can see I didn't have much dust in my room. You see, she does a good job. Yeah. Hume now. It's all what is it? All sort of little houses now. Is it Hume? I've not been for a long time actually. I've skirted round it a few times, but I've not been through it into the where all those old pubs and all those big flats were. The horrible flats in the middle that should never have been built in the first place. To be honest with you. Right, guys, I'm going to leave you lot to go and enjoy yourselves, and I'm going to have a beer and watch me Fawlty Towers and just have a quick chat with my lad. I was hoping he might come on here, but he hasn't, so I'm going to shoot off. I just wanted to come on and say, well done, City champions, champions, ole, ole, ole. That's all I wanted to do, so thanks, guys, for joining me, and I'll see you all soon on one of my vlogs or next Monday, and happy days. We won't be as stressed as the last one anyway, but all I can say, thanks for joining me, T-Mac, Morgan, Sergio, Luke, if you're still there, Chris, Kevin Parker. Well, he gets everywhere, Kevin Parker, doesn't he? Who else has been on? Blackpool, yeah. I don't think Blackpool's back on his beer, I think. So there you go. Team at Sergio, Blackpool, Sergio, Big Morgan, Michael, of course. Can't forget Michael. So thank you, guys. You go and enjoy the night. Enjoy being champions. Chris, you get United beaten on Thursday. That's all you have to do, mate. So see you all, guys. Thanks for joining in for this impromptu little celebration. I know it wasn't nice and cozy celebration with a few of my mates. Cheers, lads. I'll see you all soon. Champions, keep going. Come on, City. 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 Come on, City.